Are you losing sleep over your empty retirement account? You're not alone. Millions of Americans are in the same boat, watching their golden years approach with more dread than anticipation. But here's a shocker: it's not too late to turn things around. In fact, starting late might just be your secret weapon. Contrary to popular belief, you don't need a fortune to retire comfortably. What you need is a game plan and the guts to follow through. Think it's impossible? Well, buckle up, because we're about to challenge everything you thought you knew about retirement planning. In the next few minutes, you'll discover unconventional strategies that could revolutionize your financial future. We're talking real, actionable tips that you can start using today. No get-rich-quick schemes, no snake oil, just practical advice that works. Whether you're 35 or 55, these insights could be the difference between scraping by and living the retirement of your dreams. Ready to take control of your financial destiny? Let's dive in. Ever feel like you've missed the boat on retirement savings? Don't sweat it. Even if you're pushing 50 or 60 with zilch in the bank, it's never too late to get your financial act together. Trust me, you're not alone in this boat. Tons of folks are in the same pickle. But here's the kicker: everyone's money journey is different, and there's always a chance to play catch up. The secret sauce? Starting right now, no matter your age or what life's thrown at you. Remember, you've got this. Think about it. How many stories have you heard about people turning their finances around after 50? Probably more than you can count on your fingers and toes. These aren't just flukes, they're living proof that it's doable. Step 1 is ditching that it's too late mindset and embracing the idea that every penny saved is a penny earned. Start small if you have to, but for Pete's sake, start today. 5 years down the road, you'll be patting yourself on the back for taking the plunge now. Picture this: a few years from now, you're looking back thinking, man, I'm glad I didn't throw in the towel. That feeling of accomplishment? It's within reach, but you gotta act fast. Start by taking a good, hard look at where you're at right now. Where are you standing, and where do you want to end up? Sure, these questions might make you squirm, but they're the starting line for your financial comeback. Remember, even the longest journey kicks off with a single step. So, lace up those shoes and get moving. Alright, it's time to roll up your sleeves and take a good, hard look at your financial situation. Think of it like spring cleaning for your wallet. First things first, figure out when you want to hang up your work boots. Is it 5 years from now? 10? 20? Knowing your timeline is crucial. It's like having a destination for your financial road trip. Next, take stock of what you've got in your money toolbox. Maybe you've got a 401k gathering dust, or a savings account you forgot about. Every little bit counts. Now, here's where the rubber meets the road. You need a plan, and not just any plan, a detailed, actionable one. It's like having a GPS for your finances. Write down your goals, your resources, and the steps you need to take. Be specific, none of that vague save more money stuff. We're talking nitty-gritty details here. How much do you need to save each month? Where can you cut back? What skills can you leverage for extra income? Remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish. You know, this whole process reminds me of the biblical story of Joseph in Egypt. He took inventory of the country's resources and planned for 7 years of abundance to prepare for 7 years of famine. Talk about long-term planning. While we might not be preparing for a biblical famine, we are planning for our harvest years, retirement. So channel your inner Joseph, take stock of what you have, and make a plan to multiply it. Your future self will thank you for being so savvy and forward-thinking. Listen up. If you want to get your financial house in order, you've got to know your numbers like the back of your hand. We're talking about your cash flow, the money coming in and the money going out. It's like being the CEO of your own life, and trust me, every good CEO knows their numbers. Start by tracking every single penny for a month. Yep, even that $3 coffee run. You might be surprised, or shocked, at where your hard-earned cash is really going. Once you've got a handle on your spending, it's time to implement the B word, budget. Now, don't roll your eyes. A budget isn't a financial straitjacket, it's your ticket to freedom. Think of it as a spending plan that puts you in the driver's seat. You decide where your money goes, instead of wondering where it went. Start with the essentials: housing, food, utilities, then work your way down to the nice-to-haves. The goal? To have more money staying in your pocket than flying out of it. You know, this whole process reminds me of the biblical principle of stewardship. In the parable of the talents, the master expects his servants to know exactly what they've been given and to manage it wisely. Same goes for us and our finances. We've been given resources, our income, our skills, our time, and it's up to us to manage them well. By knowing our numbers and creating a budget, we're being good stewards of what we have. And who knows? Like the faithful servants in the parable, we might just end up with more than we started with. Alright, it's time to put on your thinking caps and get creative. When it comes to boosting your savings, sometimes you've got to think outside the box. Let me share a little personal story that might spark some ideas. A few years back, I was struggling to make ends meet and save for retirement. Then, I had a lightbulb moment. Why not kill two birds with one stone? I moved in with an elderly neighbor who needed help around the house. Boom. I slashed my rent and utilities while providing a valuable service. Now, I'm not saying you need to pack up and move tomorrow, but the point is to get creative. Maybe you've got a spare room you could rent out on Airbnb. Or perhaps you could start a side hustle doing something you love: photography, dog walking, tutoring, you name it. The key is to look at your skills, your resources, and your situation with fresh eyes. What unique opportunities are hiding in plain sight? Remember, every dollar you save or earn is a dollar that can go towards your retirement nest egg. Think of it like this: you're on a treasure hunt, and the treasure is a comfortable retirement. The clues are all around you, in your skills, your possessions, your network. It's up to you to connect the dots in new and innovative ways. Maybe you could carpool to work and split gas costs, or learn to cook and cut down on eating out. The possibilities are endless. And here's the best part: not only are you saving money, but you're also building problem-solving skills that'll serve you well in all areas of life. Let's face it, sometimes you've got to make some tough choices to secure your financial future. One big move? Downsizing your home. I know. It's not easy to leave the place where you've made so many memories. But think about it. A smaller home means lower mortgage payments, less maintenance, and cheaper utilities. That's a triple whammy of savings right there. And hey, less space means less stuff to clean. Who wouldn't want that? Now, here's another strategy that might make you groan: working longer. But hear me out. Delaying retirement even by a few years can make a huge difference. For one, it gives your savings more time to grow. Plus, if you wait to claim Social Security until you're 70, you'll get a bigger monthly check. And let's be honest, many of us are healthier and more active in our 60s than our parents were. Why not use that energy to boost your retirement savings? Remember, it's not about working forever, it's about working smarter now so you can relax later. Here's where the rubber meets the road: cutting unnecessary expenses. It's time to channel your inner financial detective and scrutinize every dollar you spend. Do you really need that cable package with 500 channels you never watch? Could you brown bag your lunch instead of eating out every day? Small changes can add up to big savings over time. And here's a pro tip: every time you cut an expense, immediately redirect that money to your retirement savings. It's like giving your future self a pay raise. Let's talk numbers, because in the world of finance, numbers tell a powerful story. Take this mind-blowing example. I once knew a couple who managed to save a whopping 70% of their income. How? They made a bold move and downsized their home, moving in with their daughter. Now, I'm not saying you need to bunk with your kids, but it goes to show what's possible when you think creatively. Imagine what saving even half that amount could do for your retirement fund. Now, here's a number that might surprise you: 5, 10, or 15 years. That's all it takes to make a significant difference in your retirement plans. I know what you're thinking, but I'm already in my 50s. Well, guess what? Even if you've only got a decade left before retirement, you can still turn things around. The key is to get laser focused and strategic with your finances. It's like training for a marathon. Every day counts, and consistency is key. So don't write off the next few years. They could be the most financially productive of your life. Speaking of productivity, let's consider another important number: 168. That's how many hours there are in a week. Now, I'm not suggesting you work every single one of those hours, but it's worth thinking about how you're using them. Could you use a few of those hours for a side gig? Or to learn new skills that could boost your income? Remember, time is money, especially when you're playing catch up with your retirement savings. Use your time wisely, and you'll see those numbers in your bank account start to climb. Alright, let's talk about something that might not seem related to retirement at first glance: your health. But trust me, staying in tip-top shape is one of the smartest financial moves you can make. Why? Well, for starters, good health means you can work longer if you need to. It's like giving yourself an insurance policy against early retirement due to health issues. Plus, staying healthy can save you a ton on medical expenses down the road. Think about it: every dollar not spent on healthcare is a dollar that can go into your retirement fund. Now, I'm not saying you need to become a marathon runner overnight. Small changes can make a big difference. Take a walk around the block after dinner instead of plopping down in front of the TV. Swap out that soda for water. Get enough sleep. It's free and it's great for your health. And don't forget about your mental health. Stress can take a toll on both your body and your wallet. Find ways to relax that don't cost a fortune. Meditation, reading, or even just chatting with friends can do wonders for your stress levels. You know, this reminds me of the biblical principle that our bodies are temples. Just as we're called to be good stewards of our finances, we're also called to take care of our physical selves. By investing in your health now, you're setting yourself up for a more active, enjoyable retirement later. Plus, you'll be better equipped to handle whatever curveballs life might throw your way. Remember, a healthy body and a healthy mind are key ingredients for a wealthy retirement. Listen up, Because this might be the most important thing you hear today. You've got to believe in yourself. I know, when you're staring at a mountain of financial challenges, it's easy to lose faith. But here's the thing, your mindset is your secret weapon. Cultivating a positive attitude isn't just feel-good mumbo-jumbo. It's a practical tool that can help you overcome financial hurdles. When you believe in your ability to turn things around, you're more likely to take action and stick with your plans. Now, I'm not talking about blind optimism here. This is about having a realistic but determined outlook. It's about looking at your situation and saying, okay, this is tough, but I can handle it. It's about seeing challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, rather than insurmountable obstacles. Remember, every financial success story starts with someone who refused to give up. Why can't that someone be you? Your future self is counting on you to have faith and keep pushing forward. You know, this reminds me of the biblical story of David and Goliath. David didn't look at Goliath and think, he's too big to hit. Instead, he thought, he's too big to miss. That's the kind of attitude we need when facing our financial giants. Your Goliath might be debt, or a late start on retirement savings, or a job loss. But with faith in yourself and your abilities, you can face these challenges head on. Remember, you're more capable than you think. Believe in yourself, take action, and watch as those financial giants start to fall. Alright, here's a truth bomb for you. In the world of finance, knowledge is power. And the best part? There's always more to learn. Think of your financial education as a lifelong journey, not a one-time crash course. The more you know about money management, investment strategies, and retirement planning, the better equipped you'll be to make smart decisions. So, make learning a habit. Read financial blogs, listen to money podcasts, or pick up a book on personal finance. Your future self will thank you. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. I'm not good with numbers or finance is boring. But here's the secret. Financial education doesn't have to be a snooze fest. There are tons of resources out there that break down complex concepts into bite-sized, easy to understand pieces. Start with topics that interest you most. Maybe you want to learn about the stock market, or perhaps you're curious about real estate investing. The key is to start somewhere and keep building your knowledge base. You know, this reminds me of the biblical principle of wisdom. Proverbs 4:7 says, "Wisdom is supreme, therefore get wisdom. Though it cost all you have, get understanding." When it comes to your finances, this couldn't be more true. Every bit of financial knowledge you gain is an investment in your future. And unlike other investments, the returns on education are guaranteed. So, commit to being a lifelong learner. Stay curious, ask questions, and never stop growing your financial know-how. Your retirement fund will thank you. And to help you with this objective, I have gathered some special materials, such as spreadsheets to organize your personal financial life and an ebook for you to start applying these principles right now. The link is in the video description and in the first pinned comment. Alright, from creative money-saving hacks to mindset shifts that can change your financial future, you now have a toolbox full of strategies to kickstart your retirement savings. But here's the million-dollar question. What are you going to do with this information? Are you going to let it sit in the back of your mind, gathering dust like that treadmill you bought last New Year's? Or are you going to take action and start building the retirement you deserve? Imagine waking up every day knowing you're actively securing your financial future. How would that change your life? How would it impact your stress levels, your relationships, your overall happiness? The choice is yours, and the time to decide is now. Will you continue on the same path, hoping things will magically get better? Or will you take the reins and steer your financial life in a new direction? Remember, every journey begins with a single step. What step will you take today? I want to challenge you to do one thing right now that will improve your financial situation. It could be as simple as setting up a savings account or cutting one unnecessary expense. Whatever it is, do it now. Don't wait. Your future self is counting on you. And hey, if you found value in this video, don't keep it to yourself. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We're on this financial journey together, and I've got plenty more practical tips and strategies to share. Let's build a community of savvy savers and future millionaires. Are you in?